What up, what up, what up? Where can we start from? Happy Father's Day now on behalf of the entire staff and management of MX24, Ghana's home of fact, fearless and factual content, and BTL Africa. I would like to wish you a happy Father's Day. All fathers out there, responsible fathers, single fathers, fathers taking care of other people's children, fathers buying diapers, fathers paying school fees. If you're a man and you're taking care of a child, happy Father's Day. We're excited to be coming your way with the Pop-Up Lounge live from the Marina Mall here in Accra. This is Fatherhood 2.0. If you're wondering why it's 2.0, I'm also wondering why, because some of us, we've not even reached 1.0 yet. But if you know MX24, you know how it is. We always bring you exciting content, and tonight it's not going to be any different. We're going to be having some exciting conversations with some fathers out there. Some you know, some you don't know. It's going to be exciting. But before that, I'd like to remind you that we're very active on social media. Make sure you go on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube and follow us. It is MX24GH, MX24GH. But if you want to know what we are up to, do well to visit our website at mx24online.com, mx24online.com. My name is Godwin Namboh. I'm a yet-to-be father very soon. Let's get right into it now. I'm going to be introducing the fathers I'm going to be speaking with tonight. If you're not a father yet, you probably want to pay attention to this because these guys have a wealth of experience in fatherhood. So you want to bring out your note and take some notes. So without much I say or do, let's get right into it. And of course, my guest tonight needs no introduction, but I'll go ahead and introduce them. And first on the list, we have the man, Mr. Cyril Alex Gokil, popularly known as Cyril. You know him, I know him. He's the founder and creative director at Pulse Communications, a locally registered marketing and advertising agency, where he brings a wealth of experience working on a host of local and international brands. He's also co-founder of Rich City FC Women. The guy manages women. It's not easy. In his role, he brings his passion to bear in a dream to bring women's football to the front line as a mainstay. Amongst other visions of seeing Ghana football take center stage. Without much ado, please help me welcome Cyril. DJ, I want music. Cyril, you have to dance. You have to dance. Show us a move, Aish. Hey, 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 hey.
How are you?
Good to see you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. Take a seat. Oh, goodness. Cyril. Mine. It's been years. We haven't heard from you for a while. What's happening with you?
I've been busy. I've been doing quite a lot of stuff, and creatively, business-wise as well. So I've just been a bit occupied, and I've also
speak up for us, please. Yeah.
I've also started a family. I've been working hard on other projects. You know, I'm an entrepreneur. I have several businesses that I dabble in. So I've been quite engaged, but I'm still around.
We'll talk about family very soon. You have two girls?
Yeah.
Two girls.
Two girls.
We'll talk about that.
All right.
And that's the man, Cyril. Next we have, you know this guy. If you've been to many weddings in Ghana, you probably have seen him on the microphone. Like I said, he needs no introduction, but I'm going to go ahead and introduce him. He's a fine man. He's a married man. David Day Ewuku, popularly known as Mr. Day, is a man of many talents, but public speaking is his favorite, and he does that effortlessly. While pursuing his first degree in business administration in Ashesi. Ashesi in the building. At Ashesi, he quickly became the #1 MC for most of the school's events. 4 years after completing, he started MC professionally, and to date has hosted more than 200 events. Like Bernard would say, he's a big man. He's also the creator and host of Friday Pan Day. If you've seen it on Instagram, that's the man. A weekly comedy show for bad jokes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Day. Senior. Music, music, music. Hey, Lodi. Hi. Hey. Sorry. Nice one. Thank you. Mr. Day. You've been telling people to dance at weddings.
Oh, boss.
Dance, you are coming to do your
I can't dance, but I'll tell you to dance.
Nice one. Welcome, my brother.
Thank you very much, bro.
Next, we have Mihilov Man, who is Assistant Creative Director at MX24. He's a fine man, a very quiet guy. He's got 2 boys. He's an amazing guy. I don't want to say much about him. You hear him when he joins us. DJ, give me some music for Mihilov Man, the man himself. Charlie, you go dance. You go dance. Give me something. Man, you will dance. Let's go. Let's go.
If you put your body on me,
Hey, 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 hey.
if you put your
Oh
body
my
on me,
goodness.
then I put my money on
Wow.
you.
So the guy is not quiet for nothing. Just say, you can't dance too, bro. Don't do that too. Don't do that. Anyways, so that's me. He love a man who is Assistant Creative Director at MX24. And next is my brother, my friend. He's already dancing back there. He's practicing his dancing. I'm watching him from the corner of my eye. He's dancing already. Next, we have the Jamaican brother. You've seen him on MX24, MX Breaks. He's a Jamaican brother. He's a young actor. He's a director. He's done many things. I want to go on and on and on. He featured in Ghana's official Year of Return movie, Joseph. Charlie, I wanted a role in that movie. I didn't get. But my man got it, and I'm excited for him. And he's no other than Kevoy Bertie! Sam Shatawale or something. Aye. Hey. Good, bro. Good, bro. Wow. Thank you very much. I'm surprised that Kevoy danced better than the Ghanaians. Kevoy, you busted better moves than the Ghanaians, but it's all right. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. This is MX24 Pop-Up Lounge, Fatherhood 2.0. I must say that I'm privileged to be joining you guys, man. You all have kids. You all have kids, man. You have kids. I need to know what that is like. To begin with, who should I begin with? Let me begin with Cyril. Cyril, you join us first. Let me begin with you. You have 2 girls.
Yeah.
2 girls.
Yeah.
What is that like for you?
It's a blessing. Charlie, there's scary bits of being a dad, and then there's the non-stop love and fulfillment and affirmation. It's just crazy. Like at a point you don't realize you become responsible for lives from zero. You are shaping it from zero. Like that's something you never do until you become a father and you're like, yeah, it's yours. You know?
Is that the same for you?
Yeah, it's quite amazing. Like having kids around you. Like being a man, I think your greatest accomplishment is when you have kids.
Really?
Oh yes.
Your greatest accomplishment is when you have kids?
Yes.
Man, somebody will disagree with you on this, so I'm looking out for our audience if anybody disagrees with him. Is a man's greatest accomplishment having kids? Those who don't have kids said yeah.
It depends.
It's subjective. That's subjective.
But what was the feeling like for you before you had a kid? Did you expect your child? Did you plan it?
No, I didn't plan my children. I was in university when the first one was born.
Tell us the story. We'd like to hear it. Wow.
So, I had my university sweetheart. She graduated. She moved to a different parish, because we call it parish in Jamaica. She moved to a different parish and she wanted me to come, which is Kingston. And I said, okay, there's a branch in Kingston. I will go and I will stay with you. And then my dad said, you will get this girl pregnant. And I said, nah, man. Nah, I now do that. And then a couple months later, she was pregnant. So I had to drop out, find some work. I was a journalist. It wasn't no media, you understand? But I became a journalist and then I started taking care of my kids.
You have 2 boys.
2 boys, yeah.
So you have 2 boys, Cyril has 2 girls. Man, you have 2 girls? Yeah. Why do you all have 2? You don't want to go beyond that? You have 2 too. Mr. Day, you have 2 boys.
2 boys.
2 boys, 2 boys, 2 girls.
2 girls, 2 girls.
First of all, those who have boys, do you want to have girls? Wifey has to decide that, eh?
You see, it's. I would have liked the fine balance, boy and girl, because there are pros and cons on both sides, right? But right now I'm okay with everything because at least I can teach them to play basketball.
The girls?
No, the
boys.
Yes.
Wow, and that brings me to this question. Cyril, you have 2 girls. Have you ever, at any point, wanted to raise them in such a way that they will take up things that are socially regarded as masculine, like washing of cars, like he said, playing basketball. Have you thought about it? How old are they first?
The oldest one is 3, and the youngest one is 3 months.
Oh, 3, so they're very young. So
they're very young. But what you realize when they're so young is that they don't have categorization. For example, I came here with my daughter, and while sitting there, she's out there.
Where is she?
She's fast asleep. She couldn't wait.
Oh, I wish she could join us.
While waiting, she
There
said,
she
I
is.
want to go play basketball.
That's what she said.
Yeah, because she saw them playing, at the back there. To her, there's nothing like basketball is for boys and girls. So at home, we don't allocate that categorization to anything. We just let her do whatever engages her, and so far she's safe.
Let's talk parenting skills now. Before I ask you how your parenting skills are going, let's talk about how you, let me come to you, Mr. Day, how you grew up, how you saw your parents. Let's say your father, how you saw your father. What was it like for you growing up?
Well, my father was, when I was growing up, when I was way younger, he was a bit strict. And then as I grew older, 7 years, 8 years, he started, being a little lenient and then started talking with me. And I've realized that as a father, right, that's the balance. You want to be a symbol of discipline in your child's life, but at the same time, you don't want to be so disciplined that you push your child away and you are not friends. Okay, so for me, my skill is centered around, my child knows that he can't play the fool, but at the same time, he knows that if he has a problem, he's going to come to me. We can talk about any and everything. I'm not too strict, so he's afraid of me or something. And I realized that with a lot of people who don't have a good relationship with their dads, it's because of how the upbringing went and that imbalance between discipline and friendship.
My question may be controversial, but did you all have good relationships with your dad?
Yes.
Me, I do.
You did?
Yeah.
Or you still do?
I still do, yes.
You too, Kevin?
Yeah.
Cyril?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Not really.
So you have an odd one out. Not to go into it, but comparing your relationship with your dad, is that in any way influencing how you want to raise your kids?
Not at all. Not at all. My dad was very, very strict. Like when I was growing up, I wasn't even allowed to go outside the gate to play with the neighborhood kids. It was always me and my books, me and my books, me and my books. No friends, nothing.
So he was very strict.
Yeah,
Is that how you are with your kids?
not at all.
You let them do whatever they like?
They have their way, like with everything.
Is there a limit?
Oh yes, there's a limit.
You said girls, right? You
Yeah,
have 2 girls.
girls, yeah.
What's the limit for them? What can they do? How old are they first?
Okay, the first one is 6.
6
and-
years?
Yes, 6 years. And the second one is 2, 10, 3 next week, Monday.
Okay, now, guys, tell me, what is the disadvantage and advantage of being a strict father? Have you thought about it?
I think the disadvantage is that you risk alienating your kids. Because I think growing up is a journey where there's going to be so many questions. And you wouldn't want your kid turning to anything or anybody else for the right answers other than you. But if you raise them from a perspective where they learn to fear you more than respect you, then you've thrown the balance off. So to me, I don't think it has any core advantages that, bring strict equals anything. My parents were very lenient with me, especially my dad, and I don't think I turned out horribly. Because I still turn to him today. Even this morning I had problems, I called him, even though I have kids. So,
if I could just add to what
Please go ahead.
Cyril is saying, most of my friends or the people I grew up with who are considered bad boys, their parents were strict. And here's the deal. Kids will grow. So it's as people grow, their behavior changes depending on the stage of life they are in. So maybe 6 years, 7 years, they are afraid of you. When daddy comes home, they'll run away and everything. They'll get into adolescence. And then they begin to rebel. They get into uni, and that's their first taste of freedom outside of the house. So they begin to do all the things that they were not allowed to do. And then they become whatever, bad boys or bad girls. So basically, all I'm saying, I agree with Cyril, because at the end of the day, because of that leniency, he probably had the chance to discuss so many things with parents. He didn't have to go and try things out in the name of, tasting some freedom. He already had that freedom, so it was unnecessary to him. So he grew up straight he grew up well. You understand? So I believe that at the end of the day, it's a fine balance between the two. I mean, be strict, but at the end of the day, you know, the strictness should have some balance.
Yeah.
Not too strict, not too lenient.
I mean, I don't think we should broad brush it like that and say, you know, strict parents produce bad kids. It just depends on the child and it depends on the parent. What people need to teach their kids is boundaries. Saying you don't necessarily have to be strict to teach boundaries. You have boundaries, they have boundaries. You understand? And once they understand that balance, then, I mean, I think it'll be smoother than you think. You know what I mean?
Amazing. Amazing. I hope you're taking notes. I am. Man, do you share the same sentiment?
Well, I share the same sentiment with Mr. Day.
Mr. Day.
Because me, for instance, I had to try out so many things when I got to uni because I wasn't given that freedom. That was my first time being away from home, like on my own. So I practically did most of the things the bad boys would do.
So would you say that the disadvantages of strict parenting far outweighs the advantages?
Yeah, to some extent. To some extent. Based on my case, I would say to some extent, yeah.
Very interesting. You're watching the Pop-Up Lounge live from the Marina Mall. This is Fatherhood 2.0. I have my exciting guest here, Keboy Berting, Mr. Day, Cyril, and Man. We'll be back. When we come back, we're gonna do some scenarios. I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna give you guys some scenarios and know what you are going to do. Probably can take some lessons from it. This is Fatherhood 2.0 Pop-Up Lounge, Marina Mall, brought to you by MX24 and BTL Africa.
Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to every man where they fight for their responsibility.
Nana, come and help me. You need to learn.
But I'm more interested in drawing.
How are you going to be part of the business if you don't learn?
You just don't understand.
Morning. Anyone for some Lipton?
The rich taste of Lipton awakens body and mind.
Let me have a look at your drawings. Son, these designs are amazing.
Lipton Yellow Label Tea, awaken to what really matters.
Celebrities should be able to understand that political seasons come and go.
If a woman is running for a CEO or a COO something and then she's not married, then this woman is going to be rude.
Politics is the act of, decision making.
You go to school and you learn a bunch of stuff that really you don't end up using. So then what's the purpose?
The quantum of graduates coming out of school every year, they realize that the job is inadequate.
Across Africa, nations are beginning to trade among themselves like never before, creating the largest continental market the world has ever seen. On the Single African Market Program, we will show you how products and services will be crossing barriers as the continent and its people embrace a single market in a sustainable manner for growth and development to meet targeted UN development goals.
Congratulations, Your Excellency.
Get the latest update on all opportunities from the continent's trade house. Know the success stories and how challenges are being addressed. Africa is ready to trade among itself and the world, so are the people. The Single African Market is the voice of businesses that trumpets the vision of Africa everywhere in association with the Government of Ghana, CFTA Secretariat, International Chamber of Commerce, Business for Peace Foundation, GIZ, UNECA, and UNDP. All new on MX24.
Hi there, I'm excited to come your way with football conversations, sports-related conversations, light-hearted, lifestyle-related conversations about the sport that we all love and are passionate about. Make a date with me.
Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to every man where they fight for their responsibility.
And welcome back to Fatherhood 2.0 pop-up lounge from the Marina Mall here in Accra. I have my guest here. We're having exciting discussions. Let me go back to my guest again. I have Kevoy Berting, actor and presenter with MX24 TV. We also have Mr. Day, prolific MC, wedding MC, corporate MC. You've seen him, you know him. We have C. Real, the boss himself, poet and rapper, and also manager of Women's Football Club. And then we have Me Love, a man who is assistant creative lead at MX24. They're all fathers, 2 kids each. Some have boys, some have girls. Welcome back. My name is Godwin Namboh. Let's go back into our discussions. And this is the question I want to ask you. What was it like for you, before we go to our next questions, what was it like for you when the doctor said, were you in the hospital when your first child was delivered? You are laughing. Were you there or you were not there?
I was there.
Cyril, the bloggers are around.
I was there.
You were there?
I was there.
So the doctor came to you and said?
Yeah, I was there. You know, I was trying to swerve, and then I was told, nah, it's a gentleman.
You cannot swerve.
Scrub up. And I was like, well, what's that? You know, they led me and draped me up and covered my hair and all that, and I followed them in. Yeah, but I didn't collapse. I tried.
You didn't want to go in? You didn't want to go in?
I'm not so good with
blood and the rest.
Gotcha. But I did it. I mean, it was very humbling. Like, I say this all the time. Like, it's humbling. Women are superheroes, Charlie. Like, it was just humbling. It's just humbling. It's something you read about and you hear, but when you see it, you just see everything differently. Like, for real.
I'll take bits of your experiences. Just quickly, your experiences. You too.
Oh yeah, I went inside willingly. Yeah, voluntarily.
Did you see the action?
Yeah, man, I saw it, man. But the thing is, I didn't see you when the baby was coming, literally out. But I went and I looked after. You understand? So I saw, you know, the residual effects.
I see.
Of a baby coming out. But
you was there?
Yes, I was right there for both. Even with the first one, actually with both of them, my core aim was to take my wife's mind off. It was a C-section. So while the thing was going on, we were watching funny videos of YouTube. So just to take her mind off it, and it was over.
That's interesting.
But it's a very, like Cyril was saying, it's a very humbling experience, right? And I mean, especially my wife is like my best friend. Okay, so to watch your best friend go through that. After the first one, we didn't want to give birth again, but now we have 2. So there you have it.
I see. Is it me or Mr. Day sounds like a romantic man?
Yeah, like YouTube videos.
Yeah, take it just from you, boss.
I try.
Man, you had the same experience? Briefly.
Well, to me, it was scary and grateful at the same time, because before my wife's water broke, we had to rush to the hospital because she was having some contractions and things. So we got the doctor asked us to wait. We're at the waiting lounge there. But we could see people pass by who couldn't make it during childbirth. And I was like, in my head, God, she has to make it. After they went into labor and the doctor came and said, you have a beautiful bouncing baby girl, I shouted, Jesus, thank you. Because I've seen people go and didn't make it. So she going and both of them coming back was a grateful moment for me. Yeah.
And quickly, you both have 2 girls, right? When we were young, we used to say that when we start having girls, we'll buy a gun. Have you bought a gun yet?
Not me.
Now, let me ask you, women often get asked this question, how they're able to balance motherhood with career and all that. How are you guys able to balance fatherhood and your careers?
Me, for instance, I say it's all about time management, because my job is 9 to 5, and sometimes I can work remotely. So I believe when I'm not working, they are my main priority. So the time I miss with them during the mornings, when I get back home and they are awake and super active, I try to make up that time with them, get to know what they did today, what happened in, like, if they had to go to school and come back, like what happened in school today. Yeah, so I think it's all about time management.
Mine is a bit different because I live here.
Absolutely.
And my children live in Jamaica.
Mm.
You understand? So, and I'm not with their mother. So it becomes difficult even more. But
are you guys together?
No.
Okay.
No.
So how are you able to manage it, knowing that you're like miles away from home?
You see, the thing is, I don't hide anything from my children. So once they ask, I tell them the truth. You see me? As young as they are, they might not understand, but they will remember what I said. You understand? So I keep them informed to what I'm doing. I said, hey, when I was leaving, I went to them and I told them, listen, I'm not going to see you for a while. You understand? When I'm talking to them on the phone, I tell them they have to use an airplane to see me. But I mean, it's very difficult because of time difference. Sometimes I have to wait until 3 a.m. to speak to them. And I speak, and I usually speak for like an hour or 2 hours because we like to chat. You see me? But I mean, balancing the career, it's a little bit difficult.
Very difficult.
It's a little bit difficult, but I mean, it's manageable.
You've told us about career. You've told us about career. How about your love life? Balancing the fatherhood with your love life. Are you able to do the same things you did with your wife, then your girlfriend, before she became your wife? Are you able to do the same things, or the children have come in the way now?
No. I mean, after the first one, you'd think the first one will get in the way, but we still did everything. The second one came, so.
Number 3 next.
Is that safe for you, Mr. Day?
Yes. So it's. I mean, just like you were saying, it's time management is key, right? I've had to readjust to a lot of things. Even something as simple as recording Friday Panday or recording content for Mr. Day Masterclass. I have to schedule a time to do it. I can't just wake up anytime. I have to do work now, put my son to sleep, read him a story, put him to sleep, and then sleep for an hour and wake up and work into the night. You know, my day job is also as demanding as well. So, and you need to also find time. You can't get lost in parenting. You need to find time and go out of wifey or something and leave the kids with grandparents and all of that. So, yes, but it takes, like he said, it takes a lot of planning and a conscious effort. You know, when you were dating and you didn't have kids, you could do spontaneous things. But now with the situation, you can't do spontaneous things anymore. Maybe there's a bit of spontaneity in there, but mostly it's a lot of planning for me, mostly.
And gentlemen, let me ask you again, has there ever been a time where you've been overwhelmed by fatherhood? Ever? You thought, you know what, maybe I didn't sign up for this. This is too much. 2 boys or 2 girls, I can't handle this. Has there ever been a time where you felt, you know, this is overwhelming? Cyril?
Nah, for me, no. I like the phrase you use, you know, signed up for. That's literally what I tell myself. Because sometimes it gets heavy and I'm like, Charlie guy, don't complain. This is what you signed up for. They don't care. You buy whatever is worrying you, whatever your stress. No. The reason why you don't want to play right now, she doesn't care. Play. You understand? You signed up for this. So I just keep saying that in my head, and it kind of ups your level of responsibility. And you need to understand the fact, like I said, they don't care. They don't have the context. So when you think they are going off the top and it's killing you and oh my God, no, they don't care. You need to be there. So that's what that is there for.
Wonderful. Let's do our scenarios now. It's now time for our scenarios, and I'm going to pick your minds on what you're going to do if you found yourself in this situation. Now, what would you do if you walked into a room and saw your 10-year-old son? In this case, I guess I'm talking to Mr. Dan Keboy. You saw your 10-year-old son masturbating.
I mean, I cannot bash him for masturbating because I was as curious when I was his age. What I did not get was information. You understand? And so I continued to explore on my own. I would actually sit my son down, ask him if he knows what he's doing, ask him, you know, I mean, tell him about his urges, tell him about the changes that is happening in his life. So, I mean, I wouldn't make him feel as if what he was doing was from the devil and it was wrong. No. I will have to arm him with information. And I mean, if he wants to continue, he does it in the privacy of his room because it's natural for you to masturbate anyway.
It's natural.
Very natural, my brother.
Yeah, man. That is not supporting what you said. What would you do, Mr. Day?
So I can only sit here and project, right? But to be real, because of my upbringing, I don't agree with the fact that it's natural. It's not natural to me. So because of my upbringing, I just pray that my Christian side doesn't jump out. But I will hope that I'll have, I would want to sit him down and have a conversation with him, because I believe that if I let my Christian side jump up and, make it look like it's of the devil, it doesn't make sense. He would rebel. You understand? So I would want to sit down and have a conversation with him. Talk to me. Why, like he's saying, why do you understand what you are doing? For some people, it may sound ideal, but I think that that's the best way to go, really. And I aspire to be that kind of father who would, I hope it doesn't happen, but I see something like that in case it does happen. I aspire to be that kind of father who will be cool, who will be cool, and then talk to him about it.
Kevin disagrees with you. Kevin,
we're boys.
Yeah, we are.
And you know the urge is my brother.
I understand.
So we cannot pretend as if
we are just hoping.
We can't pretend as if
there are some things we can't wish away anyway. So
absolutely, absolutely. Let me come to the gentleman with the girls, and I've always said that I want my first child to be a girl. You guys are there, so I'm going to pick your mind on this. What would you do? I think this is the point where every man is probably afraid of, but what would you do if your 16-year-old daughter locks herself up in the room? Should we do heartbreak or should we do pregnancy? Which one should we do? Pregnancy or heartbreak? Let's do pregnancy. Your 16-year-old daughter is pregnant. She's locked herself up in the room. She doesn't want to eat. She doesn't want to talk to anybody. What would you do? Wow. It's like it's never occurred to you. You've not thought about it.
It has never, to be honest, that's never. But I believe when they do that, all you can do is just have that conversation with them. That if the mother is not around, like if I'm there, like play the give up the feminine vibe, like you really understand what she's going through, and don't make her feel she has done something, should I say, like tragic, but like make her feel like she can talk to you in that situation.
Would you let her have the child at 16?
Well, she will have to.
She would
have to.
She would have to have the child.
Yeah, because I don't believe in abortion. So yeah, she would have to.
Interesting. He doesn't believe in abortion. Wonderful. Cyril, I can see you're cogitating.
Charlie, your questions? I mean, from experience, I know that being pregnant is not easy for any woman at any age. And at that time, what she needs, she's not going to be able to get, because I'm assuming whoever got her pregnant is also in that age range. So what she needs more than you are pregnant, oh my God, life is over, blah, 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 is love and support and assurances that this might be a detour, it might be traumatic, but it doesn't symbolize any drastic end to her life or her ambitions or her goals. I mean, I think society is at a point where we're no longer fitting into little neat boxes. We've realized that life is messy. And the last thing you want your child to feel is that you are rejecting them because of a situation they've put themselves into. So as a father, I would struggle. I would find the strength to put my rage, disappointment, pain aside and be there for her. I would do that.
Would you let her have the child?
That's a larger conversation that I don't think even the man of the house is privy to make a decision for. It's about you, your wife, the child themselves, whoever the father is, whoever the father's parents are. There's a lot of context that goes into that conversation. And with context, like he said, religion, society, laws of the land, there's so many conversations. So you can't just yes or no on that.
Kind of, yeah, so let's flip it around. If your son has impregnated someone, your 16-year-old boy has impregnated someone, what would you do? Kevin, the way you look mischievous, I don't know.
No, I mean, to be honest with you, I've had teenage pregnancies in my family. and I've seen how it's been dealt with. My sister had her first child at 14. Wow. Yeah. So I mean, it's important that we don't make the children feel as if they have done something outrageous. Saying, I won't say I don't believe in abortion, obviously, but again, that is a decision that all of us has to take. As this guy said, we have to use context. Saying, so if we all sit down, once I can sit and I can give him that initial conversation, and I say, all right, son, this is what is happening. You have to take responsibility for this child. You're saying for the next 18 years.
He's only 16.
Don't matter, my brother. He's the one who did it. You understand? So he has to hold his responsibility.
Very typical of Jamaicans. He's the one who did it.
Yeah, he has to. He has to take responsibility for that.
Man.
You see me? So
will you help? Will you help?
Yeah, definitely. I'd help him until he can get on his feet and until he can be fully independent. But he has to know that that is his responsibility and not mine. You understand? So once we can all sit down and have a conversation, me, him, my wife or girlfriend, the girl's parents, the girl, as long as we can reach a general consensus, then we move forward from there.
I'm sorry, because of time, we'll be skipping some of the questions, and I'm going to ask you, perhaps, if your child comes and says, I want to be a hairstylist, boy or girl, I want to be a hairstylist, but you want them to be a lawyer or a doctor or whatever you deem as a proper profession, what would you do?
Can I take that one?
Yes, Mr. Dayu.
Okay, so I like what Cyril said earlier, that society has changed and we don't fit into neat little boxes anymore. Growing up, my dad never restricted me to a profession. He wants me to be a lawyer, but I mean, he will encourage me, but he adds that whatever you want to do, I'll support you. Okay, so it's giving me the confidence to try my hands at so many things. And that's the kind of support I want to give to my son. Because I think at this point, if you're a young father and you still have that mentality of the 60s to 90s, right? That my child, to make it in life, he has to be a lawyer, doctor, you know, those noble professions, engineer, architect. Then you're a bit backward, kakra, you know. So personally, I feel like the world has moved on. If it's in terms of making money safe, the people who are doing the jobs you don't consider honorable, like photographers and MCs and rappers, are making more money than...
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? So I think that for me, my son wants to be a hairstylist. My focus is going to make him be the best hairstylist ever.
Wonderful.
That's for me.
Now, if you just tuned in, you're watching the Fatherhood 2.0, the pop-up lounge live from the Marina Mall, MX24GH, and BTL Africa. Remember, we are very active on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, at MX24GH or MX24online.com. Before we go for the break, I'm going to ask my gentlemen what they think the ideal Father's Day gift is. What they think the ideal Father's Day gift is. Cyril, if your kids were old enough, what would you expect?
I just want them to be happy. Charlie, I know it sounds corny, but I have never thought about this question before. That what would I want from them to give me? Like, this is the first time I'm literally processing that.
You know,
I want nothing.
I mean, yes, but as far as they definitely, you know,
okay,
celebrate, they'll paint, they'll
be rich if they can afford it. If they are old enough, they'll be rich. So I'd like an S-Class coupe.
There you go. An S-Class what?
Coupe. It wouldn't be bad.
Charlie, boss.
Boss, that's fine, right?
S-Class coupe. Wonderful. Man, you?
Mine will be time.
What, time?
Time. Yeah.
Time?
Yeah, time to spend with them.
That would be their gift to you?
Yes.
So would you give that gift to your dad?
Now, yes.
You will?
Yes, because I want us to have that connection that we didn't have when I was growing up. Yeah, so time.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Mr. Day?
I think it's time for me as well, because that, as a father, right, you see, the mother is always with them. She can, if she's not a career woman or she's rich, she can decide to even quit her job and raise the kids. But the father, it's like society expects you to go out and get things done to support your family. And sometimes that comes in the way of the quality time you spend with your kids. And the more you are away, right, the more that relationship deteriorates. And now, when they grow up and you are on retirement, you want them to come back. You understand? So, for me, the most important Father's Day gift for me is that quality time. Let's spend time to do something. You know, it maybe if they are rich too, we can go to Santorini.
In the end, we'll still go somewhere, won't we?
With them. We drive the S-Class with them.
We'll drive the S-Class with them.
Come on.
For me, again, I mean, I agree with these two guys. My love language is quality time. I like undivided attention when I'm spending time.
Undivided attention.
Yeah, when I'm spending time with my loved ones, I like undivided attention. No phone, no laptop, no TV, no nothing. We're just going to sit down and talk. And that is something I love doing with whoever it is that I love. So, I mean, if we can go out somewhere and enjoy ourselves, that's me. That's it for me.
That's very interesting. That's very profound. No wonder you're a father. Single men will not be thinking, fatherless guys don't think about these things. But quality time is what these gentlemen say they'd like to have as the ideal Father's Day gift. Is it the same for you? You're watching the Pop-Up Lounge, Father's Day, Fatherhood 2.0, I beg your pardon, MX24 and BTL Africa. When we return from this commercial break, it's game time. Stay with us.
Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to every man where they fight for their responsibility.
Nana, come and help me. You need to learn. But I'm more interested in drawing. How are you going to be part of the business if you don't learn? You just don't understand.
Morning. Anyone for some Lipton?
The rich taste of Lipton awakens body and mind.
Let me have a look at your drawings. Son, these designs are amazing.
Lipton Yellow Label Tea, awaken to what really matters.
Hi there, I'm excited to come your way with football conversations, sports-related conversations, light-hearted, lifestyle-related conversations about the sport that we all love and are passionate about. Make a date with me.
Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to every man where they fight for their responsibility.
So this is the rule of the game. They have 2 minutes each to unscramble these words, very simple words, everyday fatherhood words, and they have 2 minutes each. You want to see who is superior, Team Superhero or Team Braveheart. Gentlemen, our clock is set. We are about to go. Like I said, you have 2 minutes each to unscramble these words. When your children grow, they'll come and see this video. So make sure you get this right. Are we ready? Are we set? Gentlemen, on your mark, set, let's go.
To marry, we just they worry. Daddies, then say all we do is to run away from the babies. Daddies, every day we do this and that. Them say we no be responsible. No be everybody day like that. It just be funny cause if man no day, if puppy no day, then waiting we gain. If man no day, if man no day, how we go exist? Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to every man where they fight for their responsibility. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to every man where they do everything for the family. Yeah. Who say man no day? So who say man no day?
Time up. Time up. Cyril. Cyril, where school you go? You people saw you
We are done.
Cyril them at school, as he said, them people saw. Time up. Team Braveheart versus Team Superhero.
No. Drop your
pens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
In my defense, that is not how I spell fetus. In my defense.
All right, so let's check the words. Producer, we have the first word. I want to be sure if they're right. So the first word is backpack, toddler, Lego, diaper. Please, how do you spell diaper?
Yeah, they got it wrong.
How do you spell diaper?
They got it wrong.
D-A-I-P-E-R?
Nope.
Wow.
Seems like it's time.
Who wrote this one? It's
a draw.
Mr. Day spells and then you wrote it.
We can change it, but we can't spell it.
And then, where's my pen? You know what? Let's do this.
Hold on. Are we marking that
Yes,
grammar
please.
or we are marking
Oh, we are marking the
Isn't this
correctness of
the
the
word
words.
But it's wrong. This word doesn't exist.
No, but you get the idea.
What is
What
that?
is
I don't have some in my house.
There's an idea.
I don't have some in my house.
It
What
sounds
is that?
like it. It sounds like
What
it.
is a diaper?
Maybe
I
it's
don't
a
have some
diaper
in my
that is
house.
made in China.
I have some of this.
It's
I
a
have some
China
of this.
diaper.
This
So
one is in my
we
house.
so we have backpack, we have toddler, we have Lego.
We are watching. Oh,
Give us half.
we are
Give us
watching.
half.
The-
Producer,
Give
they
us
got-
half.
That wrong, you know.
Oh, I hear the Lego is wrong. So Lego is wrong.
Lego. Lego. Lego.
So what? So the Lego is correct. It's the diaper that is wrong. Diaper.
Very good, very good, very good.
D-I-A-P-E-R. If you beat your child for getting a word wrong, he would watch this video.
Fear is
And
fear.
then we have Bibs. Producer, Bibs. B-I-B-S. Is correct? What is a bib?
The one that they put here when they are
Oh,
eating.
wow. Okay. And then fetus. Then we have labor. Kindergarten. Sharpener. Is that how you spell the sharpener?
We're rushing.
It's wrong. It's wrong. We are watching.
Is sharpener correct?
No. It's two E's in the scramble, but one
it's
in the
two
word.
E's, so it can't be sharpener.
We can't add the E right now. He was rushing.
So sharpener.
That in the written is not anything, Charlie.
We're screwed to represent. We're screwed to represent.
Wrong.
Hey.
And then you have wipes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8 over 10. I remember this.
That's A plus.
Watch this now.
A minus.
Here we have backpack.
Can you see? Everybody can see, yeah?
We have toddler. We have Lego. We have diaper. We have bibs. Okay.
What is fit?
Hey, Charlie. Fighting out this one is not going to let you win, eh?
Then we have
Time
labor.
beaters.
Then we have
Kindergarten.
Yeah.
What's
Perfect.
that? There's an M at the end.
It's not an N, it's an N.
It's wrong.
It's correct.
No, there's M. Look
It's
at
no
M.
M. It's N.
It's not no missing word.
Kindergarten.
Mr. Dez.
It's not no missing letter, brother.
And then sharpener.
You see, the inner. You missed your inner.
We missed the inner. We missed
Wipes.
So 1,
9,
2,
9,
3, 4,
9,
5, 6,
9,
7, 8,
9.
Ladies and gentlemen, Braveheart. Big ups to Braveheart, Team Braveheart, made up of Cyril and Kevboy, Brett Team, MX24 in the building, BTL Africa. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to every man when they fight for their responsibility.
Nana, come and help me. You need to learn, but I'm more interested in drawing. How are you going to be part of the business if you don't learn? You just don't understand.
Morning. Anyone for some Lipton?
The rich taste of Lipton awakens body and mind.
Let me have a look at your drawings. Son, these designs are amazing.
Lipton Yellow Label Tea awaken to what really matters.
Close-up deep action with antibacterial mouthwash formula and deep cleaning gel. Close-up deep action. Enjoy long-lasting fresh breath.
Celebrities should be able to understand that political seasons come and go.
If a woman is running for a CEO or a COO something and then she's not married, then this woman is going to be rude.
Politics is the act of, decision making.
You go to school and you learn a bunch of stuff that really you don't end up using. So then what's the purpose?
The quantum of graduates coming out of school every year, they realize that the job is inadequate.
Hi there, I'm excited to come your way with football conversations, sports-related conversations, light-hearted, lifestyle-related conversations about the sport that we all love and are passionate about. Make a date with me.
Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to every man where they fight for their responsibility.
Welcome back to Fatherhood 2.0, a special Father's Day broadcast brought to you by MX24 and BTL Africa. Before the break, Team Bravehearts, made up of Cyril and Kevoy Burton, got 9 out of 10 in the scramble game, and Team Superhero and Diaper got 8 out of 10 in the scramble game. Now we're going to play the charades, the last game for tonight. So I'm going to ask the losers to excuse us for now. Excuse us for now. We're going to play the charade, and then we'll call you back. Thank you. We're ready for you. So you know how this works. The charade is very simple. Pick a word, act. Your partner has 30 seconds to tell us. Yes, to tell us what you got. So, Kevoy, you are the actor. Absolutely, please. Don't shy us. We beg. No. I don't say Jamaicans and Ghanaian actors are not good. We beg you. So you pick it, show it to me, don't let him see it, and then you act it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 30 seconds, countdown. Team Braveheart, here we go.
All right, I'm with you. Let's go. Okay, hair, long hair, woman. Wedding ring, wife.
Oh, good one, good one, good one. Nice one. He's an actor, isn't he? Don't let him see. Wow, producer. Okay,
I'm with you.
30 seconds countdown, let's go.
Delivery, labor, baby. Quadruplets.
Yo, Charlie. Wow, less than 30 seconds.
We'll finish all the charades, though.
Wow, Kevoy, such a good actor.
I'm with you. Don't worry. Let's go. Let's go.
Third word.
Yeah, I'm with you. Couple. Husband and wife. Divorce.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Please, do you have an acting? Maybe I should come to your acting school.
Braveheart.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. One more. Producer, one more. 4 questions.
It's hard, yeah? Let's go. Couple. Wedding ring, husband and
30
wife.
30 seconds.
Yeah. Wedding. First kiss.
How many seconds
Veil.
more?
Wedding gown. The
You're
woman.
not supposed to speak. Come on, you're not supposed to speak.
The wedding, the wife, your wife.
Yo, time up.
Marriage, what?
Oh, man, it's bride.
Man.
But that was good. That was good.
We did well.
Team Bravehearts, amazing. They got 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4.
Thank you so much.
They can't beat it.
We will find out soon. Can I have Team Superhero back on stage? Team Braveheart, yes, excuse us, so that Team Superhero comes back on stage. Mihi Love Man, Assistant Creative Lead at MX24, Mr. Day, #1 MC in the building. Let's see if you can beat the Bravehearts. This is your chance. Who's acting, who's speaking? You are acting, and he's interpreting your act. Beautiful. Yeah, so you pick, and you don't show it to him. Show it to me. Are you sure you can beat these guys? Chai, they won the first game, oh. They won the first game, oh. Here we go. 30 seconds, countdown.
Toilet.
Wow. You said toilet. Time is going. Man, come on.
Hospital.
Try some things. Keep going. Keep going.
Labor ward.
Whoa. Awesome. That's 1 out of 4. Let's see if you can really redeem yourself. Okay, this should be simple. This should be very simple. 30 seconds countdown. 30 seconds.
Father.
Almost there. Wow, try something.
Grandfather.
Kevoy said grandfather. It's not time yet. Keep going. It's not time yet. You should
2
beat.
babies.
Is it time? It's time, it's time. Whoa, you had one chance to beat these guys. Daddy, you said father, so daddy would have been, I mean, daddy, father, no, but, yeah, but potato, eh? It is well. It is so. Okay. Here we go. Please, show us that you can do this.
Family time.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Family.
Family, that's it. Big ups, big ups, big ups. And the last one. Oh, this is easy. As a father, this one is easy. Are you watching?
Feeding.
Few more seconds. Keep going.
Breast milk.
Breast milk it is. Give it up for them. Breast milk. Awesome. Team Braveheart, join us back on stage. Wow. At the end of the day, Team Braveheart, made up of Cyril and Kevoy, won the game session. But it's been exciting. Yes, they did win the game. They had 9/10 in the first one. Had 4/4, I believe. 4/4. And the second, you had 3/4. And they had 3/4. But they won the first game.
On aggregate.
Absolutely. 1 point. So Team Braveheart wins the night. Guys, thank you so much. It's been exciting. Champions. It's been interesting talking to you.
Definitely.
I want to take your last words before we say goodbye.
Okay, let me go first. Charlie, positivity, love, all around. For kids, for each other, for the nation.
All right, first things first, we are the champions, so thank God. Saying big up everybody at home. You understand? Now, what we need to remember is that, guys, we were children before, and so we need to treat the thing as such, saying we need to understand more with our children. We need to be more understanding. We need to listen to them more. We need to hear what they are saying and give them the confidence. Me that.
Straight, brother, straight. Respect, respect. Mr. Man.
Well, what I would like to say is being a father isn't easy. Being the man of the house, looking for money and bringing it in and making sure everything in the house is like to standard. I think with all that, you need to try and find time to spend with your kids because they are as much as important as you going out there to make the money because it's for them. So if you make the money and you don't have that kind of relationship with them, how is it going to be like?
So if you had a chance to do fatherhood all over again, would you do it?
100%.
Yes.
I want 4 more. I want 4 more children.
Of course.
You want 4 more?
I want 4 more children. Yeah.
Good boy.
Grandfather. Okay, so for me, I just want to call on all fathers out there, right? That society is changing, right? Gone are the days when a father's sole responsibility is to provide and protect. Fathers should make the effort to be in the lives of their children. Childbearing and parenting is not just the woman's job, but it's a team effort. And so if your wife has a new baby, is breastfeeding and all that, do other things around the house, spend time to, wake up as well at 3 a.m., to feed the baby as well. Do all the other things because it's a team effort and not one person's responsibility. If the child is going to be someone responsible in future, it's not only dependent on the mother, but it's a combination of both efforts. So this is just a call on fathers and soon to be fathers like yourself, that you are not going to go into the relationship or the marriage or parenting thinking that, okay, I've given birth, since I'm paying the bills and since I'm going out there to work, the job of taking care of the child is on the woman. It's on you as well. Also make sure that you do as the woman is doing as well, and it will all be well.
Wise words from these 4 gentlemen. Mr. Dare says childbearing and parenting is not, or yes, raising kids and parenting is not just a woman's job. It's a team effort. Thank you, gentlemen. I was glad having you guys. It's been amazing. It's been wonderful. Kevoy Burton, Cyril, Mr. Day, me love, man, thank you so much. This has been Fatherhood 2.0. pop-up lounge from the Marina Mall, brought to you by MX24GH and BTL Africa. Guys, listen, we are very, very, very active on social media. You can visit our YouTube page. You can go to our Twitter page, our Facebook page, our Instagram page at MX24GH. And if you want to check out our shows and what we have coming up and showing and all that, do also visit our website at MX24GH. We'd like to thank our host, Marina Mall, here in the crowd. We'd also like to thank our vendors, Beauty 101. I see Beauty 101 in the building, skincare. I see Nanajwa Perfumes in the building. I see Juice. Look, thank you guys so much. We're very grateful. On behalf of the entire management and staff of MX24GH and BTL Africa, we say Happy Father's Day. We leave you with a prolific rapper, Cyril, to give us some freestyle. Cyril, I caught you. Cyril, take us away. Give us something.
Okay, so what I'd like to do is something from Hewale, which is a song that's very dear to me, means strength. And I needed a lot of strength when I had my kids, and funny enough, I listened to myself.
Wonderful.
And
Wonderful.
Yeah. Okay. I've been through the fire, and I'm still getting high. I've been through so much, but my heart is still filled with desire. I'm still the truth to the liars, still here to inspire. I can't wait till I take the world in my hand, then I shake them. Take every heartbeat I hear, then I lay some. Take everything that I fear, then I break them. That's all I wish for these kids, that they'll be fearless, strong, and they'll stay pushing on. Respect.
If man no day, if man no day, how we go exist? Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to every man where they fight for their responsibility. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to every man where they do everything for the family. Who say man no day?
The Pop-Up Lounge is in partnership with MX24 and BTL Africa and proudly sponsored by Guinness and HD Plus, the Feely experience, with support from the Marina Mall and Rhythms Africa.
Celebrities should be able to understand that political seasons come and go.
If a woman is running for a CEO or a COO something and then she's not married, then this woman is going to be rude.
Politics is the act of, decision making.
You go to school and you learn a bunch of stuff that really you don't end up using. So then what's the purpose?
The quantum of graduates coming out of school every year, they realize that the job is inadequate.
Hi there, I'm excited to come your way with football conversations, sports-related conversations, light-hearted, lifestyle-related conversations about the sport that we all love and are passionate about. Make a date with me.